Okay, class, we are back and ready to go. Let's get started on our 3, 2, 1 analysis. Here you're going to tell me 3 things that you learned from this presentation, 2 things that you found interesting, and 1 question that you still have. Would anybody like to share the 3 things that they learned?
I can.
Yes, Tiffany.
I learned that hemlines rose
Yes.
in that time period. American designers really established themselves during the 40s.
Yes, they did.
And also, I didn't know what scatting was, and I learned what it is now.
You learned what it is now, okay? And 2 things that you found interesting.
I found interesting that hats became popular and Fantasia came out in the 40s.
Yes, and I bet you've already seen the digitally remastered copy.
Yeah.
And what question do you still have?
Can you give me another example of scatting?
Now that is just terrible. But yes, I can do my best to scat. Bebop shadooby-doo-wah. That's pretty much scatting. It's just noises and bebops and all that fun stuff. Now I'm going to give you 10 to 15 minutes to complete this quiz. At the end of the quiz, we're going to exchange papers with a partner, sign the honor code pledge and your name at the bottom of the person's paper that you are grading, and then we're going to go over the answers. So I'll give you all a few moments. Let's see. Okay, question number 1. What fashion accessory did many women use to update their wardrobe when fabric was scarce? Does anyone have the answer to this? It's hats. Yes, very good. Next question. Who introduced the new look? Christian Dior, yes. What Disney film came out during the 1940s? Hint, it's been digitally remastered and is still sold today.
Fantasia.
Yes, Fantasia, awesome. What effect did war have on women's clothing? Hemlines rose, yes they did. During the 1940s, many of the plays and art were considered to be bizarre and difficult to understand. This word also means a thought apart from reality. Abstract, yes. And who was the billboard woman that represented women in the workplace? Rosie the Riveter, yes. During World War II, which fabrics were limited due to being used in military supplies? There's 3 of them. Wool, nylon, and silk. During the war, many artists from Germany came to the United States. What did they call themselves? The abstract expressionists, very good. And what silhouette was popular for women during the 1940s? They often used shoulder pads to achieve this look. The hourglass shape, very good. And by the end of the 1940s, the United States had overcome the Great Depression and was very prosperous. Yes, very good, class. Well, I hope you all learned a lot today about the 1940s, and I hope you found it interesting. Next class, we will be jumping in to go on to the next decade, which is the 1950s, and we will learn about popular styles and silhouettes and the events that affected them. I hope everyone has a great afternoon.